Good afternoon, friends, fans, and fam. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. How the hell are you? You're gorgeous. That's how you are. You gorgeous bastards. Welcome to the channel. I am No Hands NZ because we're here in New Zealand playing video games with no hands. It's kind of really easy why it's called what it's called when you look at what I'm working with. You see what we're doing here? Well, chat, Centurion, Tyrell has done it. He has been shot 100 times in the line of duty. Bloody rude. Really, that shit is? But it is what it is. So, we start today sore, a little bit tired, a little bit angry, a bit grumpy, probably, given his predicament. And running slightly low on ammunition, but I'm sure we can fix all these things. Let's get on with the game. There he is. Hello, Tyrell. How you doing, man? I heard somebody shot you. I have bullet holes in both my butt cheeks. All we need to do is send a couple of telegrams. Demont filter. Demont. If you're still keeping track, I got to 100. Juno tipped it over the line. Fine. Just more pain in my ass than usual. Wait, that don't sound right. Just not keen on sitting too much. Oh my god. It's actually quite weird walking while injured. The camera sway is starting to get to me a little bit. Man, shooting Richard really takes it out of a gun, don't it? TikTok, what's going on, team? How y'all doing? Thank you so much for popping by. Oh, shit. Ow. 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 God damn it. Oh, come on, Fortune. Can you... Okay, let's pick up a smoother gait that don't hurt so much, okay? No trotting today. We're just gonna cruise in a canter. Much smoother gait. There we go. That's okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Listen, that army nurse, she did all right, but I'm gonna go see the doctor in Valentine. All right. Down, down to Valentine we go. Valentine, where there's always crime. Where the fuck is she? Swear to God, if it's fucking son of an eight, God fucking damn it.
Evening, mister.
Didn't know Valentine had Porsches.
You have yourself a good evening, partner.
Don't try.
How you holding up?
That feels better. Nice little shot of cocaine in the ass to really stop the hurt. Now we can ride. We're good to go. Let's go, 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 go. Going down, down, down. Ow, ow, ow. Bounce, bounce, bounce. My love has got humor. She's a giggle at a funeral. Everybody's disapproval. Should've worshipped her sooner. If the heavens ever did speak, she's a woman true mouthpiece. Ba ba ba. I need a song that I can try and learn that won't sound too awful, but won't sound good, because I can't sing good. Well, there you go. Now you got some bodies under your hooves. Good job, Fortune. Good job. Oh, almost got one more too. You killer. My fate offers no absolute. Everybody in a funeral. Everybody's disapproval. Should have worshipped her sooner. Wow. Sorry about your arse. Viva la 100. That ain't even how you spell ass. The hell is wrong with her? God damn. We'll go down to the storage in the city, see what we can find.
Evening.
Turtle! Hello, hello, hello! How you doing? What's been going on? Guess who's at 100? Whoop, 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 whoop! This is the sound of the bullets. Boom, 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 boom. Shot in the ass, and you're to blame. You give lawmen a bad name. Juno, Ryan. Also, that was fucking funny last night. I was dying laughing the whole time, even when Ty got shot. Just losing my fucking mind. Because I knew it had to be friendly fire. Because fucking Richard pulled out a knife. What do you mean for 2 days? What the fuck? I do kind of dislike that about Wild. The inability to get yourself back up onto your feet at the very least.
Those fucking guards over there are horrible. They fucking crack you upside the head just for looking at them wrong. All I do is keep my damn head down.
Ty, great news.
Yeah?
You think Elias and Bill killed somebody?
That's what the bounty says.
It is what the bounty said.
Casework I've got says somebody died at their hand.
Uh-oh. You guys, Igor is dead.
Well, no, Igor. Who's this? Igor died.
Are we
That
talking
guy's
about
having
Igor?
Are we talking about Igor?
I don't know. I found a file on the fucking desk about some Igor and Bill and Elias.
Honestly, they've got a
Something
couple of cases they've caught up here in Saint Denis at the moment. I'm not sure which one the bounty relates to.
They're saying that it was a bumping in front of the stables that turned out not so great.
Uh-huh. So they bumped someone who took offense, and then they beat him to death for
and they
taking
ripped Elias
offense.
off the horse. And then they fist. You've done it. We've all done it. But
Yeah, except they beat a man to death.
Not intentionally. Self-defense.
And also, we know full well locals think that everybody's dead when they get knocked out.
Well, no, he was dead. He was very dead.
Oh, who was dead?
The fella that they beat.
Oh, guys.
There was the other one at the bank. We don't know if he's dead, but the one they beat just around the corner from the stables, he was very dead.
You guys beat a man to death?
What? No.
That's not nice. Unconscious and dead are two different things.
Why would we?
Yeah, why would we beat a man to death? Like I said, there was 4 dock workers. If one of them ended up dead, that don't seem like us. We were just defending ourselves against 4 people.
I mean, it's not like we were, overboard, pulled out guns, shot them all after they were unconscious.
You told me so specific that you didn't use weapons.
That's what I'm saying. We didn't. We defended ourselves and we walked away.
Are you lying?
No.
Lying's a sin. First
Mhm.
of all. Second, it's not fucking nice.
You know what else is a
I'm not
sin?
lying.
Greed.
Weed? Weed's not a sin.
No, greed.
Oh, greed. Greed
Yeah,
is a sin.
Lust is also a sin.
Mm-hmm. Oh, huh. Yeah, that's the one that's gonna get me.
Pride's another sin.
I know some people that's got that one.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So it sounds like y'all killed a man.
That's unfortunate. I'm sorry for his loss.
Yeah, that's kind of brutal. That's not
Yeah.
nice.
It's not, but he shouldn't pick a fight and then lose.
Yeah, but you can't keep beating them after they're down.
So we didn't. That's what I'm saying.
You just beat him and then he just died.
I don't know how he fell. I don't know how he died.
Ty, what do you know about the dead body?
That it was beaten to death. Lots of bruising,
Egregiously?
face, stomach, forearms, nose badly broken, bruising around the right eye, blood in the fucking eye socket.
Jesus.
Died from a brain bleed because someone kept punching him after the nose was broken and it went into the brain.
What the fuck?
Ooh, that guy.
What was the date of death? Do you have one?
Wasn't that you two celebrating 4th of July?
Was that 4th of July?
No, I think Igor was the 4th of July.
Pretty sure they did
gonna
them
hurt us.
both on pretty much the same time.
Because the bounties are from June 25th.
Both of them?
Mm-hmm. Yep, minute apart.
Who'd you kill in June then, assholes?
They're saying it was this dock situation.
The
It was
dock
the dock
workers.
workers. I jumped by 4 of them.
And if we both get a bounty a minute apart, Tyrell. You know how
Or-
jumpy some of these locals are.
Exactly, and they probably just came and told the local clerk.
Okay,
like,
so
I seen
4th of July
guys-
might have been when the report got finished. Yeah, you're right. James Hawthorne or some such. Apparently you probably use brass knuckles or something. Judging by how badly he got beat, or did you just beat him with a club or something? Maybe a revolver?
No weapons, Ty.
I didn't have no weapons. I just beat him with my fists. I beat him with all 9 of my fingers.
Just my bare hands.
Well,
All right, y'all beat a man to death. God fucking damn it. See, that ain't nice.
Once
Huh?
again,
So
At
things have
all.
she didn't
changed.
intend it.
I can't take down the bounties if y'all beat a man to death and then kept beating him.
It didn't happen.
That's not what happened. They hit the ground. We stopped hitting them.
Fuck, how long this guy just stand there dying?
I don't
What, you're
know.
saying that he took a beating so heavy that his nose went into his brain? And
say he
then he
didn't
fell
use
down?
weapons, but the coroner says there were marks on him consistent with brass knuckles or some kind of weapon.
Like I said, I didn't take any weapons out.
Yeah, look
He
at your.
decided to pick a fight, and unfortunately, he chose wrong.
Just because you're already wearing them doesn't mean that that counts as not taking them out.
Show me y'all fingers. Elias, lose the gloves. Let's see. Well, it's not surprising that they would have regular abrasive wounds on their hands.
Mm-hmm.
Bill works with his hands. Elias does Elias shit. I don't know.
I mean, I helped Bill out too.
Mm-hmm. Bill, you can put your hands down. You're okay. All right.
I said I don't use brass knuckles. I just use my fists. I reckon, from all the forging I've done in mine and plus working on a farm when I was younger, I've already built up callus on my hands.
There's a time when it goes from self-defense to literally just beating a man to death.
It's not our fault if he feels like he can still fight.
And when there's 4 of them and you're trying, you know what I mean? It's 2 apiece of me and Elias to have to fight. I don't have time to be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't hit this man again. He's still standing. He's gonna probably try to hit me. We were fighting for our lives. I ain't got time to see if his nose is broken. He was still standing. He's still
Probably
standing.
cheer if we died.
All right. Tyrell,
Mm-hmm.
make a choice.
What are they? Did they come in willingly?
Yeah, to talk about the bounty.
Right. What else did they want to talk
Very
about?
willingly. They've been good and nice.
What else did they want to talk about?
Just that. Oh, I told them Calloway died.
Mm-hmm.
They like the gossip, I think.
Yeah, we would definitely like the gossip.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Want to talk about how you shot me in Blackwater and I ended up in Strawberry?
What? That's
Y'all,
funny. I don't.
why'd you do that?
I think Ty's been shot one too many times.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, how many times you been shot now, Tyrell?
Oh, don't ask, don't ask, don't ask, don't ask, don't ask.
Yeah, what's the number?
100. And it weren't you two. Sorry, you missed out by like 3.
God damn it. Who was it? Who got the 100?
Oh, I don't think I'll tell you.
That's not nice.
Posey, who got the 100?
I wouldn't know. I just got the telegram about it.
Mm-hmm.
Told me to write to my husband to tell him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's that. And then there's the feller at the bank you two beat the crap out of.
Oh yeah, we told Posey about that. We have no idea what the hell that's
Yeah, we have no idea. We don't. I've
You-
never met a
You didn't do
banker.
Another one you
Oh.
didn't do?
No,
Nope.
We were
Didn't
kind
get
of
paid
just like
by
beating
anyone.
around the bush.
Nope.
Nope, no sir, no way.
no. She asked us. She asked
Point
if we
blank,
kn-
if we'd ever been paid by anyone to go beat up a Mr. Williams, right?
Yes, it's like
And
15 different
truth came
words
out of
over
our
there.
mouth.
Yeah, I
Good
asked them a whole bunch of different ways, but they were saying tricky bullshit. I'll tell you that.
And on hard Tyrell, never met a Mrs. Williamson in my life.
Maybe they meant like the
Uh-huh.
divorced version or something. I don't know.
I've never met Miss Williamson. I've never met a female who paid me to beat up her husband or ex-husband. So I could put it.
I don't know. I'm seeing a screaming about a banker leaving his wife. Y'all know nothing about that.
No, I don't know anything about a banker leaving his.
Do you know anything
wife.
about Igor Williamson leaving his wife?
No, I don't even know who Igor Williamson is.
I'll call him Igor. I don't know how it's said.
Me neither.
Igor, I have no idea.
It's one of those.
So what were you two doing in the alleyway? By the bank.
Taking that man out there. What, for hugs and kisses?
This was a weird kind of Eiffel Tower situation. That's between you three, but
Woohoo!
What happens in the alley stays in the alley.
So do y'all make eye contact or like?
Oh, high five and everything, you know.
they just clasping hands up there, reaching for the sky.
Yep.
Aww. That's best friend shit.
It is some
Mhm.
best
That's
friendship.
cute.
Mhm.
That's cute.
No, don't know anything about Igor's marital problems.
You two are thoroughly unhelpful today, then, huh?
Yeah, they suck today.
We told you the truth.
They didn't give me any good gossip. And now
No good
I have all
gossip?
this evidence pointing to the fact that they did something to this man, Igor,
Mm-hmm.
and now nothing. Can't get a goddamn word out of their mouths.
Just rude, fellas. Just rude.
No good gossip at all. And I gave them a juicy tidbit.
Ain't really been much happening for
Mm.
gossip.
Mm-hmm.
I won a badge and a bet.
Whose badge?
Evie from Rhodes.
Oh, against Evie from Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That sucks.
bullying.
Poor Evie.
It was in front of the sheriff too. It was all
That's
condoned.
awful.
She's a cutie.
I turned myself in Valentine and dealt with my bounty in Valentine. I guess that's gossip.
With who? Who'd you turn
Congratulations.
yourself into? Oh, Boomer.
Yeah, Boomer.
Mhm.
I like Boomer.
I do. If it would have
Uh,
been Duke, I wouldn't have turned myself in, but because it was
Ain't that the
Boomer,
goddamn truth?
I don't know why, but Richard got shot. So
Richard?
mhm.
Richard did get shot.
Oh, that sucks.
No, it
I
doesn't.
like him. Came to my wedding.
That's true.
Was he your 100th?
So- No. 98 and 99, though.
Whew. Close.
So close. I think he was a little upset about that.
I mean, if you're that close, I'd be too.
Yeah.
yeah, I can't blame him.
I mean, one of you all was 97, so pretty close.
Damn, I remember when we were leading up to 50.
Yeah.
Seems
that
so long
cake
ago.
Seems so long ago.
It was a good cake, though.
It was pretty good.
I
Hey,
remember hearing 40 and being shocked.
speaking of cake, I heard from Crenshaw today.
Are
Posey.
you fucking
He's
kidding
still
me?
alive?
He's not dead.
Unfortunate.
No, that is a juicy tidbit. Holy shit.
Yeah.
What'd he say to
Alright.
you? He didn't say
Oh,
goddamn
he was
jack
asking
diddly
it-
shit to me.
Which of these assholes shot me? Because he heard about it in Strawberry.
He was in fucking Strawberry?
I don't know.
He didn't send you a telegram.
Alright, so here's the situation, Tyrell.
Mhm.
I promised my husband I would not do any cauterizing while he's gone.
Okay, that's fair. So, fellas,
I mean, we just came here to get cows, so
what I'm hearing, though, is you're confessing to 3 counts of aggravated assault and 1 of manslaughter?
no.
Now we're claiming self-defense.
Don't work that way when you start by bumping into people.
Well, okay, I'll be honest. An accidental bump and somebody get pulling off a horse sounds like self-defense to me. If you fight back, the issue I have is the manslaughter.
Mm-hmm. Self-defense
Once again,
requires
he was throwing his
reasonable
hands at me
force.
still.
It's
I'm just-
unreasonable to beat a man to death. That is not reasonable.
That does feel unreasonable.
I was just protecting myself.
I understand
felt
where
like
y'all
I
are
was in
coming
danger.
from. Really and truly, I do. But it does worry me that he was beaten to death.
What's not to say that when after he hit the ground, what's not to say he didn't land face first on the ground and
The
bust his nut-
autopsy report.
The autopsy report.
Okay, let me put it this way. If I picked a fight with someone and I got my ass handed to me, you wouldn't even think twice. It would have been like, you got what you deserve.
I mean,
No, if you got your beaten to
You wouldn't even
death.
think twice if I
yes.
died. Don't
No,
even lie to me, Posey.
that's not
I
true.
would think twice. I
You
would
know,
think
first of
once,
all,
and then
I'm
I'd
the
think again,
motherfucker-
and have a good drink and smile slightly.
No, I'm the motherfucker that, like, chases the fuckers down that kill y'all. So pull it together. Don't act like I'm not.
Oh yeah, I'd still go after whoever killed you. I just would not be heartbroken. You're right. I'm not gonna lie about it.
How about this? How about we just pay a $50 fine and be done with it?
Or counteroffer, you do the what is it? 60 odd days in jail.
Posey?
Technically, it's his call.
I mean, if it is 3 aggravated assaults and a manslaughter, probably closer to 80 days. But
60, you don't go across the lake. Right, Ty?
I can do a manslaughter, take away the aggravated assaults, call those self-defense. But I also want to know what the fuck happened to Igor.
I kind of want to know too. But that's just like a nosy thing at this
Yeah.
point.
no recollection of what happened to him because I'd never met the man.
Y'all could tell us while you sit in the cell in here.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing to tell. Never met the man.
So
I'm
you're,
not sending
See,
a
you're
self
kind of giggling a little bit, and that makes me nervous.
you giggling,
I'm not
Bill?
giggling. I'm not giggling.
I mean, we're happy Cal's out of Siska, so we might be a bit
Yeah.
happy about it.
A little bit happy, huh?
A little happy Cal's finally out. She's been in that fucking shithole for like ever.
Mm,
Mm.
rough injuries.
Yeah, looks a little beat up, still hot.
Can't really shoot that out, can you?
Can't. I think it's something in the way she walks. Just deep down in your bones.
$50 for self-defense seems pretty damn reasonable to me.
Does to me too. I don't really feel like sitting in a cell.
Yeah,
I'd
see,
rather
I
go
don't
have a
really
drink.
believe in just paying away your crimes with money. I'll happily not take a fine and you can sit in a cell. Well, actually, technically, I think I have to take $5 if it's a manslaughter charge.
You have to take something.
No, you can convert that into time, though.
Oh, yeah, I could add, you're right, a couple of days on instead of the fine. If you really don't want to pay it.
I mean, I could have just paid the bounty. Be done with it.
You could, but then when I finish with the warrant, it'll be back. But hey, if that's how you want to take down your bounty, that's fine.
I mean, I'm adding what, an extra $25 onto it for clerical fee.
You can go ahead and pay the bounty down at the station. That don't bother me. none.
Actually, if it's murder, I don't think you can.
Oh really? Okay. Well then, never mind.
Correct.
Seems like you can't.
Since it's up for murder, I don't think you can.
How about the pickpocketings on your bounty, Bill?
Oh.
Bill's got pickpockets on his right now.
I
Oh shit, Bill.
don't. Do I?
Do you not?
I didn't think so.
I don't know. I don't. I
Don't
don't
go
get-
anywhere. I'll be right back. I haven't
Don't
looked
go
today,
anywhere.
to be fair.
I didn't think you said pickpockets. I thought yours was $47.
You know what? You're right. It is just one murder each. Why the fuck is yours worth so much more, Bill?
Because they like Bill more.
Yeah,
They
I don't,
must
I don't
do.
know.
You must be popular, Bill.
They
I'm-
think.
Well, I
Bill's
mean, he never
cute.
really lived in the city to, you know.
Never
gets
lived
off
in
you
the
off
city, but I've had enough bounties in this city that maybe
Yeah.
Honestly, you might as
Yeah,
well
'cause
just
Bill
get an
comes in here,
apartment
sticks
on
his fingers in
Sisika.
everybody's pockets. All right.
But yeah, can you blame me for assuming Bill's had pickpocketing on it? Really, it was worth more, and it's
Absolutely
Bill.
not.
No, I can't even blame you for thinking that it would be on there, but
Yeah. Okay. Listen, if you two don't wanna confess, we can play this out. I'll finish my investigation. There may or may not be a warrant for a murder charge coming.
that's fine because I have nothing to hide.
Well,
There's
I
also
told the truth.
gonna be other warrants coming that
So
you can also feel free to confess to. But
what we could do with the manslaughter, Tyrell, if you'd like, is 25 days each. Here.
yeah, I'm okay with that if we bring them in for that and bring down the bounty and call that one closed.
I know.
I'll sit in the damn fucking cell just because I want to go. I want to go fucking see Cal before she goes and lays her head down.
You know what? Tyrell, come here.
What?
Actually, everybody come back. Everybody come back.
We need to search them before we can let them back there.
Oh, let Tyrell search you.
You
I'm
can
just
let
saying,
Posey
yeah.
search you if you'd rather.
All right.
Oh, hey, look, you're free.
Guess he was getting his laps in.
He was just scared of you, I think. He saw
Not
what you
that
did
scary.
All right, Bill,
to
come
Mr.
with me.
Hawthorne. Check that saddlebag.
Looked empty.
Okay.
Elias, he search you?
No,
No.
Elias didn't want to be searched. He said he's gonna stand out there.
Can I search you, Elias?
What's this grand plan? Because I'm not a big fan of being behind locked doors.
My thought? We've been chatting for quite some time, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be basically the same if you were standing in there. Just I'd be holding your things. So you give me the guns, you go in there, we serve a couple days. And then, just while I finish the paperwork, we'll cut you free. So you can go see Cal.
Exactly, Elias. Just do it for fucking so we can go see Cal.
What do you think, Tyrell? You think that's a bad fucking idea?
You know what? I'm feeling a little bias in this situation right now, so I'm gonna let you do what you see fit, Posey. You
Just because they shot you the other day and you're mad about it?
yeah, real mad. Yep. And
guys-
I'm more mad they shot my horse, to be fair.
You guys shot his horse?
That was. Yeah.
Elias, put your hands up. Come on.
I at least thought Bill's parents raised him better than being a horse shooter.
Name could be seat of Langston's.
Honestly, there's no accounting for Langston.
Yeah.
That's Posey's responsibility,
God,
not
but
mine.
he's so cute. Ooh,
Ew.
he's just pretty. All right, come on.
I don't know what you see in that man. But
Too much, apparently, Elias. Too much.
Yeah.
Oh, he's. Oh my God, I can't even. All right. Y'all
That's
want to stand in
disgusting.
one of these?
Do you two like a group room or two singles?
Oh yeah, you want to share? Either one.
I mean, we could just be here.
There's technicalities to serving time. She's calling it a couple of days. It's a couple of days in one of those. But hey, you can still chat.
Might want to unlock.
Yeah, they're locked.
All right.
Elias.
Howdy, Bill.
Elias, that was adorable, and you're not even gonna give him like anything. Just a
That
howdy,
little
Bill?
finger wiggle. That was a cute wave, honestly. I saw Frankie last night, Bill.
442?
She sounded real disappointed in you.
I just saw Frankie earlier. 442, is that the right number? Or is it 422?
Why would she be disappointed in me?
You mean 448? Is that what you're talking about for the bounties?
Yes, it is. That is what I'm talking about.
Okay, usually you gotta get the money and then take it over to the bank and do that. Mostly, I think she was just disappointed you didn't finish the job.
That's embarrassing.
Uh, always next time.
That's what I like about Langston. He always finishes the job.
I hate it here.
You can leave. You're actually not forced to be here.
This is my office.
You don't have to hear that.
It's too late. I've heard it now. What's worse is my other office has been violated so badly that I can no longer work there.
I thought you got a new desk.
It doesn't change that the place has been tarnished. It is forever unclean.
Get yourself some sage. Should be fine. Just
Ah.
put some sage in there. Cleanse
Mm-mm.
the demons.
I think them's powerful demons.
Maybe build a whole new desk.
Oh, it sure felt powerful.
Oh, for the
Oh.
love of God.
Oh shit, that shit was fucking funny.
And cursed. Absolutely.
Elias, maybe they should hire
cursed.
your friend. You know, the non-denominator and religious.
Yeah, if you need any house cleansings, I know a non-denominational religious leader that might be able to help. It's great at weddings.
Real fancy dresser too.
These two idiots shot Ty and his horse.
If you're into the whole skulls thing.
Ugh. Why are y'all into skulls? That
I
sounds
ain't into
awful.
skulls. I'm into rum and fine liquor. I'm not into skulls really.
You're into what? Where, Bill?
Or I said I'm into fine liquor and rum. I like skulls. I
rum
like-
and fine liquor. Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I kind of thought you said rump, and I was like, what? What does that mean? But rum and fine liquor. I'm glad that you realized that rum is not fine liquor. It's just liquor.
It's the best liquor, so it's above fine liquor. That's why it's in its own category.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Goddamn pirate whiskey.
It's good for you. Puts hair on your chest.
I feel like you ain't got anywhere that there ain't hair, Bill. I don't think you need more on your chest.
Due to the rum.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, it's due to all the rum I
Zach,
drank.
100. I said, yeah. Yeah. We hit 100, bro.
The grizzly and tall trees actually mistook him for a bear. So
Number 100
you know.
was a friendly fire, too. Even worse. Last night. Wow.
You would just have a bear chase you and then see Bill and you just stop right in front of him. Thinks everything's fine.
Jesus Christ.
The sight to behold, really.
I can imagine. Mm-hmm. You'll have to go and watch the clips, Zach. I can't describe it and do it justice. It's so funny. Shot in the ass and you're to blame.
Okay. Your doors should be unlocked. Who had a Litchfield? Who had a bolt?
I had a Litchfield and a double action.
I also have your lockpicks and your jawbone knife, I think.
Yeah.
All right, Bill, you were carrying a bolt. No, what were you carrying? A Lancaster?
Yeah, Lancaster,
Lancaster.
A Schofield, and a double action.
Perfect. Bill, carry less ammunition on you. You own a gun store. What the fuck?
Didn't have that much ammo on me.
You really do. All right.
How much did you have, Bill?
A gun
That's-
store's worth.
No,
Yeah, probably a couple hundred.
Like,
No, no.
keep it.
I had 300 bullets on me. Okay.
What the fuck?
Are you doing a delivery before we got cowed? Shit.
No, I use 2 different bullets in different my revolvers, Elias.
All right.
That still doesn't explain the need for that many rounds. Are you that bad of a shot? I don't think you are. Oh, well, that fella's off.
Yeah.
Wasn't me. I wonder.
All right.
must be
Send
so
my
scared
well
of me.
wishes to Cal. I hope she heals up good.
I will do.
Thank you.
Yup.
Be
What else I got
seeing you
for y'all
two
real
very
quick?
soon.
Yeah, we'll be seeing you soon, apparently, because you did shoot Tyrell and put him in Strawberry, which is
We'll
not
find out
nice.
who gave you the 100th
Mhm.
bullet.
And there's that coach that you all robbed the other day. Just
Mhm.
outside of town here. And whatever the fuck happened to Igor.
Yeah, and watch out. When my husband comes back, I'm cauterizing the fuck out of you two. I'm kidding.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm
Well,
kidding. I'm
okay.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
She
kidding.
don't
Alright,
even
I'm
need you
you
to
know
have
what?
holes in you to cauterize. She's just gonna come at you with a
I'll
Brandon
believe it.
iron.
I'm scared. I'm real scared.
I've
now.
got
I
a
gotta
couple
go.
different
Cauterize
brands.
her back.
I've got 2 brand options if either of you
Alright.
want one.
Y'all have a
Let me
good
know.
I have a
day.
machete and I have a jawbone knife. Which would you like?
Ooh, I can get the
We can-
jawbone
we can
knife.
be
I can cauterize
cauterized,
with
buddy.
that. I've never
Alright.
cauterized with a jawbone knife before. A machete? Yes.
What about shears?
That's so fucked
I've
up,
never
Posey.
cauterized with shears.
What?
Why are
There's a
you
first
so
for
fucked
everything.
up?
Childhood trauma.
Goodbye.
You two stay safe now.
Fall off your horse and die. Oh, damn it. They didn't hear me.
We can only hope.
That's disappointing.
Maybe one day, Tyrell.
Can't believe you didn't take their ammunition.
What for?
Protocol! It's the rules. And it fucks with them. So yeah, he has a goddamn gun store. He didn't need to have it all back. Caleb, thank you so much for the love.
Tyrell, if we took all of Bill's ammunition every time,
Uh-huh.
we would not need
Yeah.
government to supply us with anything ever.
Exactly. Why is that a problem? Payback for all those extra bullets. Speaking of, I need to go see what we've got in store.
Everything.
1 second, chat.
Tyrell.
Yeah, Posey, what?
Who you telegramming?
Nobody now. Why? What's up?
Who were you telegramming? Is that a secret?
No, I just... God, what was I doing last? I was looking in my directory to think, who else should I bother telling about 100?
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. I do need to send a letter to my husband. Let him know. Who was it? Who got you?
I really want to tell you, but I don't think I should yet.
I feel like you should. Are you serious? Tyrell, it's a good piece of gossip. Give it to me.
The problem is, it's a problem. Well, no, fuck it. It ain't that much of a problem. It was fucking Juno.
What? How?
Richard rushed me with a knife. We fell down together, and she just blasted both of us in the ass.
No, are you kidding?
I was trying to get back up off the floor, and next thing I know, I felt this searing pain in my butt cheek and fell over again.
You know what?
And Richard had
I'll
a
be
knife in
honest.
his hand, not a revolver. So it was either Juno or Doug, but Doug didn't have a gun out.
I'm gonna be real honest with you. I don't think a better person could have done it.
But did she have to celebrate?
Did she celebrate?
She kind of
Yes, she should've.
celebrated.
She should have.
She did. She did.
She should have. Because we all wanted to do it.
Wow. Y'all were just waiting for that magic number to come up and catch me a glancing blow in my derriere. Y'all
Tyrell,
are the
you know how
most
many times
awful
I've been shot?
colleagues. Not enough, apparently.
I can count them on my fingers.
Well, fuck. Wait, enough that Bill could count him on his fingers?
Yes.
Wow.
Mhm.
God damn it.
So what, you and Bill break up? I saw him riding on the back of Frankie's horse.
I think they're together. It's awful.
Sounded like it.
I'm heartbroken.
Damn. That's sad.
I'm gonna have to shoot
That's
him.
honestly really sad.
I definitely have to shoot him. I owe him at least a
I
couple
think you
now.
might need to. Especially since they shot you and then took you to Strawberry? What?
Honestly, I don't even know what happened. Like, I know when I got shot, I was in Blackwater. I was trying to ride away from him. I went round the wrong corner, and there they were in front of me, and they both opened fire. Took my horse out from under me. Must have hit my head, according to the doctor, because I came to and I was in Strawberry. I don't know how the fuck I got to Strawberry. I don't
In
know
the
what the
doctor's
fuck they
office?
did to me between Blackwater and Strawberry, but there was also a bunch of mud down my back and in my pockets, along with their fucking card.
They need like a cute little joint card.
I hate that that's where your mind goes.
Like a couple's card, you know? Cute little,
They need another trip to
Duo
Sisika. That's what
card.
they need. A one-way one next time, maybe. That would be nice. Never
Maybe.
have to deal with them again.
might be nice, honestly. I really didn't want to get shot. I was pretty excited when you walked in. After I had already pulled the file and realized that they had indeed killed somebody.
Yeah, I realized that the full paperwork on that, while you were talking about it, isn't actually in a file yet. It's just sitting on my desk, because
Yeah, correct.
I got it. I took all the evidence down. Sheriff Beckett actually took the body to the morgue in Saint Denis because he came across it first. Didn't want to leave a feller in the street there. And then I just plumb forgot with all their bullshit going on. And I
Oh,
thought,
I do that shit all the time.
you know what? They got bounty. I don't need to fucking do too much paperwork here. But anyway, I will finish that up tonight. I also have to write a statement for Juno about this goddamn bullshit with them in Blackwater. And I'm pretty sure they was two of the people that robbed a coach north of Saint Denis. In fact, two coaches.
Oh, I'm sure they are. But it's not my business. It's your
No,
business.
it's my problem.
Unless
you've
you
got your own
need it to be
problems.
somebody else's business.
I can probably do it. I'll just wrap it all up in one, call it two coach robberies and a bunch of aggravated assaults. I think it's all the same people basically doing the same bullshit. But have you got a thespian case?
No, I think I just passed it back over to Valentine.
Okay, so Valentine have one.
Valentine does have one, yes.
Okay, okay.
Thespian, that's the holier than thou one, right?
Uh, well, there's the orphan
The
and the
letters and the
thespian, but yeah, I
and
think
they're both holier than thou.
yeah, kind of. They're all righting society's wrongs somehow.
Yeah, it's fucking obnoxious.
Yeah, yep, kind of is. Thespian's the literally into killing people around the theater, though. Person I got here in town was in charge of one of the theaters. In fact, the one on the corner, I think. And the
I like that
thespian
one.
killed them because he said they didn't treat their people right.
See, mine was because, well, the one in Valentine was killed because he tried to support a prostitute's business. I'm not sure. That one felt
Well,
strange
that's
to me.
just discrimination, that is.
I agree. Let this woman do her fucking job.
Yeah,
And he took the fucking money, too.
that's rude.
Ain't it?
No, that's not okay. She's a hardworking woman. She deserves it.
Exactly. I agree.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Unless her name is Isabel. In which case,
Oh, is that Langston's side piece? The one with the
if
baby
I
mama?
find that bitch, if I find that bitch, I think she's fake. I'll be honest. I think she's fake, but he says it so much that it's kind of gotten into my head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. I understand. It's awful. Can't shake
And
that
now I'm
now.
like,
That's gonna be with you forever and ever and ever. Every time you ride down that schmutty street, you're gonna be looking for her.
mm-hmm.
That's kind of fucked up, honestly.
But I will not blow up the Valentine Saloon.
No, you won't. Mm-mm.
I refuse.
You refuse to blow it up?
Mm-hmm.
You're so bold and brave, Posey.
I refuse to
so
even
proud of
threaten
you.
to blow it up.
Yeah, it
because I
doesn't
am
sound like
not
a threat yet, that's for sure. Mm-hmm.
I'm not Jesse Jennings. I will never threaten to
Oh
blow
my
up the
God.
Valentine Saloon.
Jesse fucking Jennings. God. Oh, do you know who I saw? I saw her husband a couple of days back.
You're fucking kidding me.
Nope.
Which
I
one?
swear. The first one.
Thomas Williams?
No, the one before him. The Jennings.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yeah. Darius.
The fuck was he doing?
You're riding around looking like Darius. And bow and
You said
arrow on his
Darius?
back. Yeah. Darius Jennings,
say?
right? The marshal. Well,
Yeah.
former marshal. Leyland
fuck
was
you
the
say?
one that wore brown, right?
I don't fucking know.
Anyway,
I
Miss.
think I met them once.
Yeah. Anyway. Not much. Honestly, not much. I didn't see her, but I saw him. I don't know what's happened to her or Williams. I just assume Echo killed them both and then disappeared herself.
Probably the case.
But yeah, he ain't dead. Weird.
Very strange.
Hey, so what are we gonna do now? Who we gonna chase? Who's left? Anyone?
Adrian's not been spotted at all, right? Oh, actually, there is something. Okay, so here's what happened. So I wandered my ass over to Sissica, right, to talk with McKinnon.
Oh, yeah, that fucker. He shot my horse twice.
Yeah, he do not like you.
Good. I don't like him. It's mutual. Talking all that
So I wandered
bullshit.
my ass over there.
Okay, yeah.
Because JY told me he needed to speak with me. So I was like, all right, what's the fucking telegram? So I went over there.
You keep talking.
And,
I'm listening. I'm just taking some mental notes, okay?
Yeah. I'm chatting with fucking McKinnon. And he says, he tells me, like, his side of the story, gives me a telegram from Callaway stating that he had $1.36 and no weapons. And so he needed to meet up with McKinnon to get weapons. Between then is when Adrian shot him. So he was unarmed, fully unarmed. So that was interesting. And then chatted with him, got him up to speed. Got 2 more charges to throw onto actually Cal and Jesse for an assault and a greater theft of McKinnon. And then Cal was getting out of Sissica. So I took Cal from Sissica over to Saint Denis. I'm chatting with Cal, and I'm like, hey, Cal, the fuck is that shit you was saying about Adrian, right? About Adrian the Silas Kane shit. So I'm like, Cal, what the fuck is this? And then Cal says, like, roundabout, there was a wanted poster hidden up at the fucking his place, Adrian's place, hidden up there for a Silas Kane, alias Adrian, for $2,000. For being the leader of some Red Rock gang or something. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that information yet.
Wait, so Adrian is this Silas that we've been hearing about? That Cal was talking
Correct.
about in the Blackwater thing?
Correct. One and the same.
And where'd you say the bounty's out of?
She didn't say. She didn't know. Said it didn't seem important where that is.
Maybe
Didn't
get...
remember.
I don't know. My contacts are thin. Maybe you've got contacts, but... I
I've
know,
got
get someone to run it up
contacts.
to Washington and see if a name can be traced to somewhere. Find out where that bounty's from.
I've got some people in a couple different states. Growing up in a fort will do that for you.
Yeah.
So I will put some
Yeah,
send some letters out.
get some paper out there, find out.
Mm-hmm.
See if there's an actual warrant attached or if it's a local bounty or what the deal is. There's a federal warrant attached somewhere that we just ain't seen yet. I mean, there thousands that we don't see, but
Mm-hmm.
if he's here, we could get him.
Mm-hmm. We'll find out.
So fucking
I'll look into it.
Callaway legitimately had no money and no ammunition, no gun?
Correct.
God fucking damn it.
Yeah. Fully. That's what he said in the telegram, that he had no weapon. And not buck 36. So he was gonna meet up with McKinnon. So McKinnon had a gun on him for Callaway.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Listen, this is some far-fetched conspiracy bullshit right now, but hear me out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody pays a fella going by the name of Adrian using the surname of fucking St. James's ex-husband, Haas. Adrian Haas was the name used.
I know this case.
Yeah, this is the one my new deputy's gonna work when she gets back and has been working. They take Mr. P and try and feed him to an alligator, right? So two somebodies, guess who works in the team? Adrian.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who heard the name of the outlaw Haas like the day before? In Rhodes, because we was talking about his bounty coming on. Someone local reported seeing Haas around. Anyway, that
I
happens.
wouldn't be shocked if Adrian lied to me when I asked him about it.
Right? Maybe Adrian's the fella that tries to feed Mr. P to an alligator. But now why did he suddenly go after Calloway? What if, and this is where the conspiracy bullshit comes in again, right? What if somebody actually paid him to do that? Somebody that
To kill
hates
Calloway?
Calloway. How much do the Coyotes still hate Calloway?
Well, I'm the one that told them Calloway's dead today. I told Bill and Elias and Frankie, and they seemed shocked.
Yeah, but Elias is good at bullshit, honestly. They're pretty
Elias
good
is
at...
real good at bullshit.
They're really pretty good at
Bill?
feigning surprise. But also, it
don't
weren't
know.
Bill and... It weren't them. They weren't really Coyotes when that shit happened, right? It was Cal, it was Sweet, and it was fucking Scarlet.
Bryce. Scarlet.
And
they was all Coyotes by
Sunshine.
then.
Yeah, but not really. They were hanging
Oh.
around.
Let me ask your opinion on something.
I don't know. I'm just theorizing. What if Cal paid... she knew what Adrian was good at. What if she threatened him? Go kill Calloway for me or I'm outing you. Completely outing you.
Well, I think they didn't figure it out about this whole Silas Kane situation until they broke into Adrian's place, which happened after he was seen riding with Langston.
Mm-hmm.
So Langston had him hunting bounties down
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and had paid him to get some information on the coyotes.
Right.
And then they broke into his house, and all of a sudden, Adrian can't help Langston anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I made a comment to him. I was like, damn, like, way to be a fucking chicken,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. And then, of course, Cal, she brings it up in that Blackwater shootout. I saw his reaction. He was mad about that. Maybe she was proving the point that she was willing to talk if he didn't do what he was supposed to do. So then she tells him, prove it. Prove you're going to do what we say. Go kill Calloway. If you see him, you kill him. Why else did he deviate and go after Calloway when me and him were clearly going after Finn? I stated the objective. He said, should we split up and go after one each? And I said, no, if you split up, you are no longer deputized. If you want legal authority to detain these people and to be part of this posse, you've got to stay with me. And then I go down the ravine looking for Finn. I come back up, and there's fucking Calloway on the back of his own horse ridden by Adrian. And next thing I know, he's dead in Rhodes. I didn't like Calloway, but nobody deserved to die down in the mud of Rhodes, bleeding out slowly in the middle of a storm. Too
No, it's
weak
really
to
sad.
even pull himself under the shelter of that telegram station, that train station.
I asked McKinnon why he would, I don't know, why he would go to Rhodes even.
He's run there before when I've been chasing him to turn himself in for things because he knows they'll treat him gentle. McKinnon said he had a telegram from him from Saint Denis, though, so he'd been moving.
No wonder he ripped all those stitches.
Dumbass.
It's too bad, honestly.
I still think you could push a murder against Adrian for it, though.
Yeah, abso-fucking-lutely I can.
Even though he ripped
He
his
shoots
own
an unarmed
stitches.
man 3 times in the back?
Yeah. Was
That's
it 3?
fucking
I thought it was
attempted murder.
2, but still, yeah,
Was it
that's
2?
a lot.
Oh, that's attempted murder at,
Mm-hmm.
like, minimum. And then he died. That's murder.
Mm-hmm. If it's
The
attempted
real thing
murder
I'm
and then you
thinking
die,
about-
that's murder. Yeah, that's murder.
You remember after the train robbery when Calloway and McKinnon and Bill, Welsh Bill, double crossed, right?
Yeah.
And then they took Bill's gone. We don't know where the fuck Bill is. Dead, we think maybe. But they end up tracking down Calloway and McKinnon. Shoot McKinnon. Well, take the money from McKinnon. Take more money from McKinnon than what they'd had originally. Still greater theft. Shoot McKinnon. They take Calloway. Hold him for up to 7 days. Torture him. End up taking him out to the desert. Sunshine shoots him. Leaves him for dead. Attempted murder on Sunshine, what'd you think?
Feels like it.
Feels like it to me.
Mm-hmm. Malice, intent, falsehood.
Mm-hmm.
Think you ticked all those boxes.
Probably attempted murder on the 3 of them for taking him out there and leaving him to die.
It's a hard stretch, but you've at least got a harboring the fugitive.
Mm-hmm.
Aids in a felony.
Mm-hmm. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yep, works for me.
I don't know. I need to talk to a judge about it. I'm trying to get Atkinson.
Shit. Should you be doing that when Langston ain't in town?
I know. That was my one worry. I think I'm gonna have to take somebody with me.
I was gonna say, do you need a chaperone?
I feel like I might need a chaperone.
Okay. You just let me know if you need a chaperone. I can stand outside and grumble appropriately like a Langston would.
And then say something about like smelly.
You're gonna get me in
Because that's
trouble.
what he always calls Atkinson, smelly.
Okay, of course he does. God damn it.
Says he's so smelly.
Smelly. Jesus. Of
Yeah, he
course
says he
does.
don't wash himself.
Oh, that's nasty. God damn it, Langston.
He says he's got bad hygiene. Stinky.
Has he not seen the other men that you used to try and date? That's your
Yeah,
thing.
they were clean.
They were not clean.
They were mostly clean.
The only time that little fucker was clean was if you cleaned him up.
Larry?
Larry!
No, Larry, when he was dressed up as a deputy, he was real clean. And then they had those suits. Those were clean.
Mm-hmm.
During the drug binges, there was not much cleanliness.
He doesn't. They weren't tight, right? Right, eh?
But hey.
How you doing, dude?
You
How's
know?
Europe? Is it just? Is it just indeed?
How do you feel about going up to Shea Porter?
Yeah, why not?
Let's poke around.
Let me just make sure Bill didn't go get himself a bounty on the way out of town. Okay, he didn't. That's disappointing.
I think he enjoys it. You know, feeling wanted.
He just wants me to want him. That's the thing.
Now he's got himself a Frankie, so who knows?
Oh my god, I just found out my dad got COVID a couple of days. Well, he just found out, like, he just tested today. But he's been feeling unwell for a couple of days. So now I'm paranoid. I'm like, do I feel well? Am I feeling unwell? Wait, can I ride with you a sec?
Yeah, sure.
I need to make a quick phone call. That's not helping. Alright. Touche Porter. Oh my god. This horse makes me look stupidly tall. And I'm not
He's a
even as
Mustang.
tall as Langston.
Langston's not very tall.
Well, maybe we're the same height. I feel like he's tall. Is he not?
He's-
He's not Drummond tall, but he ain't a short
No.
ass.
I think he's not 6 feet.
Are you sure? Oh, maybe I am taller than him. He just wears that big dumb hat, makes himself look
Mhm.
bigger.
Yeah, because he's taller than me, but not by all that much.
Fair enough. Alright, I'm gonna check my notes. Hang on. I gotta say, I'm kind of disappointed that Boomer's the sheriff in Valentine now, because all them coyotes just went and turned themselves in for their bounties that were out for so long. And Langston and I were enjoying keeping those up our sleeves just in case we ever felt like we had to go and shoot a coyote.
Oh, by the way, I redirected. We're going to Blackwater.
Why?
I decided I'm just gonna bang out Atkinson's door.
Oh. You know where
I'm
he lives?
thinking about
Why
it.
do you know where he lives and where he lays his head? It is dark out and you're gonna drag the man out of bed to ask him. You're hoping he's in his jammies, aren't you?
I'm hoping he's in like
Ew.
a robe
Oh my god, that's awful.
with a tie that's just like a little bit, you know, a little worn.
Jesus Christ.
That's the worst thing I've said today.
No, it ain't.
What's
It's
the worst thing I
close.
said today then?
But the thing you said about the fucking on my desk, that was worse.
That was pretty bad. That one was good though.
But this Atkinson thing is a close second.
What, is it a crime to like my husband? God forbid a girl like her husband. God, my horse thinks yours is gonna run it off the fucking road or something.
Jesus, that is quite the storm brewing. Ooh. I always prefer watching these storms from the other side of the lake and picturing that Blackwater's been destroyed in a lightning strike.
I don't know if a lightning strike would take out all of Blackwater.
I reckon it could if it hit that distillery.
That's the truth. I don't know. I heard Joe Bundy got struck by lightning 3 times.
If it hit the distillery or Joe Bundy's gun store, it could probably level this town.
I bet.
Okay, where's the judge? I think Ty is 1 tick over. At least 1 tick over.
Judge Atkinson?
Quite late.
Hi, Judge. I'm sorry. I have a couple questions. If you have a moment.
Carry on now.
Okay. If you'd like to sit down, that'd be fine. But if you're more comfortable standing. However you let me just get my notebook out. I'm sorry.
Is this table mahogany?
I have no idea. Why would you ask me such a thing? Do you think I know about all types of hard wood? Nine.
No, I'm just here to entertain her, that's all. How you doing, Justice?
Alright. So I've got a couple cases that I'd like some I just have some questions about how to charge these.
Well, go on and ask.
Alright, so I've got the first one, a man, from the evidence, from the statements, it seems that a man was kidnapped, held for 7 days and tortured,
Langston
and then
owes
taken
Tyrell
out into
1.
the desert, and one of the kidnappers shot him, and then the 3 of them left him for dead in the desert. To me, that looks like attempted murder on the one kidnapper.
To be really honest, it looks like attempted murder for everyone who left.
For the 3? Alright, perfect. Perfect. I was gonna ask if I could do that. Alright, and then, okay. So, the other day,
And then he died.
let me just read you down this case real quick. Okay, so, Tyrell and a bounty hunter by the name of Adrian were chasing after a man named McKinnon. They had his bounty poster. They were following him. They were trying to get him, right? They end up riding up on McKinnon, and while they're chatting with McKinnon, where they're going through like this whole, getting him, his partner, Calloway, rides up. They end up losing both McKinnon and Calloway. And Adrian recommends that they split up at this point. He wants to go after Calloway, while Tyrell goes after McKinnon. Tyrell tells him, no, you would not be deputized anymore, and you don't have the bounty poster for Calloway. We have the one for McKinnon. But Adrian splits off anyway, and seemingly goes after Calloway.
Was Calloway wanted?
Yes. He was wanted at the time, but
He had a bounty.
he had a bounty, but Adrian was not in possession of the bounty paperwork.
I'm a little lax on if they have the bounty paperwork or not. If they have a bounty, you can prove they have a bounty. I usually am personally all right with that.
All right. So, Adrian finds Calloway, who is disarmed fully, has no weapons, buck 36 in his pocket, no weapons, right? And Calloway ends up being shot several times in the back.
I mean, well,
So Adrian takes Calloway to the doctor and Valentine, at which point Tyrell runs up into him. Outside the doctor and Valentine, he lies to Tyrell, tells him that Calloway has slipped him, even though Calloway's being treated inside the doctor's office currently. But Tyrell has no reason to believe otherwise. So they head off together, right? Later in the night, Calloway is released from the doctor's office, and ends up in Rhodes with his wounds reopened, and dies. So
he had a bounty, right?
he had a bounty, but Adrian did not have any paperwork.
But he had a bounty. We've already covered that I'm more forgiving if they can prove that he had a bounty. And apparently, it was
So-
proven that he had a bounty.
He had a bounty, but at no point did Adrian try to take him in on that bounty. He just
Bounties are-
shot him and then took him to the
Bounties are
doctor.
dead. Bounties are dead or alive. They don't have to attempt to bring them in alive.
No, bring him in at all.
They don't have to. They can bring a dead body.
Yeah, but he didn't even try to take a body in.
That's where we're gonna have to disagree on that one.
He
He-
never turned in
Okay,
a body.
bounty.
He
From
didn't
what
try
you're
to
descri-
turn him in.
Hang-
He just took him to the
Hang on,
doctor and then left
let
him
me
there.
finish. What you're describing to me is he attempted to take a body, so to the Valentine. You have,
Valentine doctor.
from what you're reading to me, you have not proven to me that he just left the body there to abandon the body.
Well, it
And
was a
if I'm-
live man at that point.
Right, but if I'm looking at this as a trial judge, you have not. There's no proof that the body was abandoned. The person was abandoned. For all that could have happened was the doctor said he's going to be unconscious for a little bit longer. Adrian went to go and do something. Man wasn't unconscious for as long as he thought, managed to escape. What you currently have to prove to me is that this Adrian fella purposefully took the body there with the thought to abandon it and abandon what was technically legal bounty.
How am I supposed to prove what his thoughts were?
Talk to him. Ask him.
The man's in the wind.
Does the fact he lied and told me the feller escaped not mean that he abandoned the body?
But how do you know if the feller didn't escape?
Because I checked the
The
timeline of
doctor-
events with the
Yeah,
doctor.
the doctor in Valentine told us that he didn't leave. He was being treated until what, like 10:30, whereas Adrian met up with Tyrell about 9:45, or what, just about 10,
Something like around there, yeah.
and told him that he'd escaped.
Ridden the
But
horse.
the doctor said no, he was in the office until 10:30.
See, this is where you have to actually make sure you're giving the full set of events when you're explaining.
Sorry, Judge.
Because you didn't say that at all until I had to press you further. So going that way, there's your
There's my abandonment.
shaky, but there is some proof there of an abandonment.
So and we also, like, Adrian as a bounty hunter is working under the assumption, he's working knowing that he's supposed to have a bounty poster. It's something that Tyrell even reminded him of. And I feel that him knowingly going after Calloway without having a bounty poster, it feels like murder to me. It feels like he tracked a man down and shot him in the back.
It's not murder. From your own timeline of events, this Calloway fellow walked away from a doctor and died somewhere else. It's not murder. Because if you're going to be charging Adrian with a murder, you'd have to charge the doctor with the same crimes. The doctor also treated. Manslaughter, you could build a better case on that.
Manslaughter. All right. That his actions led to the death of Calloway.
Yes. But it's not first degree murder.
Second degree
Because-
murder?
It's not second either. If he was serving a bounty that Calloway had, abandonment or not, it's still a legal case.
The thing that I keep coming back to, and I know what you said, Judge, he didn't have a poster, and he would have known full well that he needs a poster.
Doesn't necessarily matter in the place of the law. The poster's just to prove that somebody had a bounty. You've already proven that he did.
What if
Alright.
we know he did? How do we know? Sorry, let me rephrase 1 second. If Adrian didn't know he had a bounty,
You've already screwed yourself out of that line of questioning. You want to know? I can tell you exactly how.
how?
Because you've both told me that Adrian said he had a bounty, and by both of you are admitted,
Mm-hmm.
proven that Calloway did that.
Yeah, I think Adrian was aware of the bounty.
You have two paths that you can take, depending on if you think it's going to go to trial. I'm going to give you my views as if this is going to trial. You have a pretty much shoe-in for manslaughter. The fact that he didn't report, I'm going to guess by Mr. Sackett's admittance here, didn't report that he had captured Calloway. The fact that he didn't take Calloway, unless Calloway's bounty was in Valentine, he didn't take Calloway to the town or city where the bounty would have been. That means that the attempt here at manslaughter, he abandoned the bounty halfway through, meaning that it would be manslaughter because that bounty directly led to his death. He didn't turn the bounty in, he didn't complete it, therefore it's a gray area. I would probably, while not go for the harshest sentence, for a verdict there, and without hearing his side if it goes to trial, I would probably personally uphold the manslaughter.
I've
The
got
other
a
part-
strange addition to this.
Go ahead.
All right, keep going, keep going, keep going.
No, go ahead.
this is like pure throwing shit at the wall, basically. There is reason to believe that this man has picked up contract work before from like a contracted kidnapping before. If he was contracted to kill Calloway,
Then you can go with the first degree murder. To
Okay.
plan it. The problem is you have to prove that he was
Have to prove it.
beyond the shadow of a doubt. The other way I was saying would be now the second path, not counting the contracted work, that you could possibly go for would be second degree, but it is much shakier and much easier for him to prove and put doubt on that charge.
Mhm.
The thing is if it goes to trial. Now, for a warrant, you just have to prove that he possibly, yes, could have done it. For a warrant, yeah, I would sign it for second degree. If it goes to trial and if he fights the charge, it's harder there because you have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that he did it. That he, in the heat of the moment decided, I'm going to kill him.
Mhm.
Which, from what you've told me, could you argue it? Sure. I'm not saying you can't. But it's something that he could very easily argue against and away from.
All right. All right. All right. Thank you very much, Judge. Sorry to take up your time so late.
That's all right. I don't mind. Heading back to my place of residence.
Oh, do you live nearby?
Apartments on the street, yes.
Oh. That's nice.
That sounds so sarcastic.
It's not. It's not sarcastic.
Oh, that's nice.
It is. It's nice.
It's
They're
not
nice apartments.
sarcasm that she was pitching.
Judge, I got another question. Cussing in the courthouse versus the courtroom.
It's uncultured and uncouth, but it's not necessarily against the law. You do have to understand, though, a judge, can hold you in contempt of court anywhere within the courthouse if they give you a warning not to do something and you do it again. So
Very
if
true, Judge.
no matter where it is on either of the courthouses, anywhere on that property, if you cuss and a judge tells you not to do it and you cuss again, you can be held again.
Okay, but what about over there in...
That's not part of the property.
Okay, Posey, go over there and say all the
Can you
horrible
just for a moment, let me just look inside your ears and see if there's wax buildup, because I literally said within the courthouse and within the building, the property.
The property.
So, like,
the
right
property
here, I
line.
can't be cussing.
Yeah.
Property line is not the gazebo that belongs to Blackwater.
I don't know where
Property
it
line
is.
would really start on these stairs and within the building.
Thank you for your wisdom, Judge.
The town was putting a complete ban on cussing. I wish them luck. And they're going to make a whole lot of money.
Welcome to Valentine on Sunday.
You have a good night now.
You too, Judge. Sleep well.
Why do you... Good night, Judge. Be safe.
If you ever need anything, Judge, I'm only a telegram away.
That sounds so incredibly creepy.
It's creepier
Anything
than
for
it
you, Judge.
sounds. Promise. I want to check something. Come on. Oh my god. Stop it. Blackwater's police
You think if
station.
he holds me in contempt, that he'll hold me in contempt?
I
You
was
know
gonna
what I'm
say,
saying?
at least he's holding you. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Don't tell my husband I said that.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna run down the street, see what kind of food they have at the Cormont.
Okay. I was just gonna say, he only had bounties in armadillo and tumbleweed, and a
Who?
tiny one in Saint Denis, Callaway. Did Adrian really know he had a bounty?
Wait, he didn't have one in Valentine?
Callaway didn't. No. Not according to Blackwater. They only got a summary of the records, but
It would tell you.
yeah.
They would have gotten the letters already.
Unless Boomer cleared it knowing Callaway was dead, because he knew about Callaway dying, but I doubt it.
No claimed bounties.
Mm-hmm. So he only knew.
Though he absolutely didn't have one out of Valentine.
Nope.
So him taking him to Valentine was already
Dead
taking
or
him to a
alive.
jurisdiction where he knew that he didn't have a bounty.
Mm-hmm. I just don't get why bring him to a doctor at all if you wanted him dead. Could have just left him there.
That's very true. Unless, I don't know. The hit with Mr. P, if it was a hit, right?
Right.
That wouldn't have been a murder, you know? He
No.
left him with the gators, right? Tried to feed him to a gator.
If you feed someone incapacitated into a gator, that could be attempted murder for sure.
Yeah, attempted. But
I
didn't
mean,
the
Mr.
gator
P
was going
didn't
to finish the job.
die, so
If he had shot Mr. P in the head and then gave him to the gators,
Yeah, if
yeah,
he'd fed
I'd
him.
see that.
Drift. I know my other half
You know,
and
like if he shot him
a
down
quarter
before he fed
are
him the gator,
currently
sure.
out on a play date and haven't
But
come
from my
back yet.
understanding, all he did was try to feed him the gator.
How you doing?
Tied up.
I am just about to wrap up though. Oh,
But shit, who hadn't thought about it?
Well, that's true too. How you doing, my friend? Fuck it. Ty got shot 100 times, and Juno was the last one. Well, I might just lay down here in Blackwater, I'll be honest. It's getting late.
I'm gonna go for a little ride, and I don't know if I'm gonna want witnesses anyway.
Jesus Christ. Which way are you going so I can know where to go look for the body tomorrow?
Back towards my house. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Telegram
I
me
might
from
just be cutting
Annesburg.
through
Tell me you ain't
Amberino.
dead.
I'll let
Good
you
n-
know.
Good night.
Sleep well, Tyrell.
You too. Look at that beautiful sunrise out there in Blackwater over the lake. What the fuck are these roof deer doing? Where in the hell did they come from? Chamois. Or should we say Judge Daddy? I was just there to make sure Posey didn't do anything against monogamy. Not me, never me? Wow, rude. That is it for the Adventures of Tyrell for another day. Thank you so much for hanging out, tuning in. If all goes according to plan, I will be back tomorrow. But right now there is a fly in the ointment of the plan. Which is that my dad, Rayha's granddad, just got tested positive for COVID, and we basically share a household. So she might not be going to daycare tomorrow. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's a bit of a mess. Because we rely on them quite a lot for daycare services. So we shall see what happens. But if I am not if I am not stuck tomorrow for childcare, I will be here. If I am stuck, I will be entertaining a 2-year-old to the best of my abilities. I, touch wood, have not had it yet, so I am being very careful. But what's hilarious is, as soon as I got off a phone call with my ma to tell me that Dad had COVID, I'm like, do I feel ill? Am I getting hot and flushed? Is it stuck if it's childcare? Good question. Good question. I probably, no, if I'm looking after her, I probably will be stuck because she is a rough little wrestler, man. She will pin me and punch me, and it'll be a good time. We'll have fun. Thankfully, she hasn't discovered the WWE yet. I'm terrified if she ever watches an episode of that, she'll be off the top rope in no time. Lying toddler kick to the face is bad enough without her having ideas that that's a thing she could do. Anyway, thank you for that little Judge Daddy cameo, my friend. I will see you all very soon. Thank you for coming in, Drift. Everyone else, I love you all. I will see you real soon. Right? You know how it is, Shammy. We are nothing but a climbing frame and a punching bag. It's hilarious, and we love them dearly. Good night, y'all. Bye. Mwah.